G'day, this is Michael from Coin Collecting and Detecting. Got a ton of 5 cent coins to go through here. So I've actually got $20 worth of 5 cent coins in these rolls right here. So I'm going to be going through these ones and seeing if we can find some of those rare things. Mainly going to be focusing on the error coins, those 2001 Flamingo errors, the 2007 double header coins, and also that alien antennae coin from 2016. So let's get straight into it. Let's see what we can find. QWERTY, g'day. Oh, got a nice lolly there. How's it going? Let's zoom in here and see what we've got. Okay. 1983, 84. Hope you're having a good day. Anzac Day here in Australia. So, yep, definitely a good day to remember. Alright, 2005, 04. Alright, so I'm looking for the years 2001 for that Flamingo error. And then 1994s, I put them aside and I check them for large SDs under a digital microscope at another stage. Here we go, 2001. I'll show you exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this feature on the bottom of the 5 on the 5 cent coin. You're looking for a little bit of extra metal off the bottom of the 5, and it looks a bit like a flamingo's beak. So I'm going to be looking for that, hopefully on this coin right here. So we'll zoom in. Between about $17 and $50 each. Ooh, this one hasn't got it. So yeah, you're looking at the 5 down here, and there's no extra metal off the bottom on this one. So that's all right. We'll keep searching. We'll find some more 2001s and see how we go with those. Hey, my guy's back. Yes, yeah, back on for another search this morning. So, ooh, '07. Yeah, I think I saw the other side of the coin. Yeah, I flipped it over. So, these '07 coins, you're looking for a Queen's head on this side and on this side. Thousands of dollars potentially. Some recent sales, $990 and $1,850. And there's others listed between $2,600 and $4,200 for those double-headed 5 cent coins from 2007. Last time I looked at the 5s, yeah, it's been 5 cent coins are good to search through. You get a ton of coins for not a great deal of money. So yeah, it's a good denomination, and the search lasts for a long time too. There's so many coins that it takes a little while to go through them all. So yeah, I like the 5 cent coins. Never managed to catch one of your streams live from Wales, UK. G'day, how's it going, Ruth? Hope you're having a good day over there. Yeah, so what time is it here? It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning in Australia, where I am anyway. So yeah, just on a bit of a search of 5 cent coins, Australian 5 cent coins this morning. And I'm mainly looking for error coins. In this date, the 2001 coins, these can have a flamingo error. So just checking this one here. Ooh, it doesn't have it, this one, unfortunately. So looking for extra metal off the bottom there, but not on this one. Howdy from Mildura. G'day, how's it going? Yeah, hope it's a nice one up there in Mildura. Just after 1 a.m. here over there in the UK, in Wales. Okay, cool. A bit of a late night. That's cool. That's good. Ooh, '07, checking for the double header. Not on that one. G'day, g'day, Karina. Are you in New South Wales? No, I'm in Ocean Grove, Victoria. So I live on the coast in Victoria. So down below Melbourne. And sort of not too far from Geelong, if you know Geelong. So, yeah. Have you ever found a rotated coin? They seem to be quite rare. They are quite rare, rotated coins. Yeah, I found a few New Zealand rotated coins, but not Australian yet. But I'm search for the sort of the known dates. I search for the known dates. I don't check every coin, but the sort of the known dates I do. Hi from Dragon, g'day. How much is a flamingo error? Between about $17 and $50 for some recent sales prices. So yeah, that's how much they're pretty much worth. Hi, Queensland Toowoomba. Cool. G'day. Ryan. Hi. It costs for the 6 coins to look for. Ooh, not sure what that. What's a rotated coin? A rotated coin is where if you hold the coin at the top and the bottom and you flip it around, the Queen's head on the Australian coins should be pointing directly to 3 o'clock on the clock. But sometimes it's a bit of a minting error if she's pointing in a different direction on the back of the coin. It's called rotated if it's pointing in a different direction. So yeah, hold the coin at the top and the bottom, flip it around, and yeah, if she's pointing in a different direction, that means it's rotated. Some of them can be worth a lot of money, so there's certain dates to check for on the rotations. But yeah, I've got some coin lists, and I'll list the ones to sort of check for, the known sort of dates to check for. What finds today? No finds today so far. G'day, John. How's it going? Yeah, I'm sort of searching for mainly those error coins, and they're pretty hard to come by, those error coins. So not expecting to find one, but there'll be things along the way that I'll put aside and I'll talk about. So yeah, 1972 5-cent coins, another good one to try and find as well. We'll check this 2001. Yeah, I've checked so many 2001s and I haven't found one of those flamingos, so they aren't that common, which is probably a good thing. So when you do find one, it is special, and that's why the prices are a bit higher. Coin Hunting Australia. Hey Michael, any finds yet? No, not so far. No. Keep up the good work, mate. You made me start coin hunting also. How much is a 2021 $1 coin? I'll just have a look at my $1 coin list. There's no listings of $1 coins when I last checked the 2021 $1 coins. But according to the Royal Australian Mint, they minted 100,000, which is low mintage. So, yeah. But that was a little while ago. I'm going to be updating the lists shortly in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be looking at that fairly closely too, so stay tuned for that. Hi from Ireland. G'day from Ireland. How's it going? Bit of Irish heritage in my family, and Macaulay, MCC, ULEY, so yeah, some roots back over there in Ireland, so hope everything's well over there in Ireland. It's probably pretty early in the morning over there, about 1 o'clock I'd assume as well. Hi from the Netherlands. Ah, cool. G'day. Hope you're having a good one. At least $1. Yeah, that's true. What are you looking for on the 2001s? Yeah, looking for a flamingo error. I'll show the picture. So my 5-cent coin list, I have this photo with the 5-cent coin list for the reference. But at the bottom of the fives, this is the 5-cent coin upside down. You're looking for an extra bit of metal off the bottom of the 5 like that, and it looks a bit like a flamingo's beak, as though this is like the flamingo's neck, its head here, and that's where the coin usually stops around here, but extra bit of metal off the bottom makes it look like a flamingo's beak, so that's what you're looking for. Got the Anzac coins out today. Yeah, oh, here we go, 1972. Yeah, Anzac Day, so yeah, I've got some coin rolls over here of the $1 coin rolls. I've got to search through, so I might even do a search through one of these a bit later on, the Anzac coins, considering it's Anzac Day. So, yeah, I'll do that a bit later. But here we go, 1972 5-cent coin. $5 to $80 are some recent sales prices on these 1972s. So, that's a really good find. Geez, of this $100 lot, I've found, I think that's my 3rd or 4th 1972 coin I've found. That's just about unheard of for me. Like, lucky if I find one out of $100 lot, and I've found about 3 or 4. So happy. G'day from Jamaica. How's it going? That's awesome. Don't know if I've had anyone from Jamaica on before, so welcome aboard. Hope you're having a good one over there. Hey Michael, go to Prospect Coins and Stamps. Is that in New South Wales? I'm in Victoria, on the coast of Victoria, if that's where I'm thinking it is. I think I saw someone's video, them sort of doing a video of that store. It's a coin collecting and stamp collecting store, but yeah, it's a fair way from me if that's where it is that you're talking about. Order from here, okay. Hi from Tasmania, awesome. G'day from Tasmania. Why is 1972 special, if you don't mind me asking? That's right, good question. It's a lower mintage, so 8.3 million coins were minted, which sounds like a lot, and is a fair few, but see, some years they can mint hundreds of millions of coins in that 1 year. So 8.3 million for a 5-cent coin is a low mintage coin, And because they're so old, because that was a long time ago, finding one in good condition is really hard, and that's why the prices are high. So it's that supply and demand that drives the price. So the higher price, the $80 price, would be for one that's in really good condition, and the lower price is for ones that are in pretty rough condition. But yeah, so it's just that's why. Who buys the coins for their supposed worth? Coin collectors. There's coin collectors all over Australia and all over the world. But yeah, coin collectors all over Australia, and yeah, that's who's buying the coins at these prices that I'm mentioning. It's a good hobby to get into, and because some of these coins are hard to find, yeah, that's what drives the price higher. Hey Michael, I won't be on for a week, going on a trip with the family. Awesome. Hope you have an awesome little trip away. Enjoy the time, and yeah, hope you have some good experiences. You might even be able to check some coins wherever you're going, and you might find some nice ones. So good luck with that. Have a good one. Do you make money off this, or is it a hobby? It's a hobby, but you can also make some money off it too. It's a bit of a side hustle. Some people would make it as a full-time sort of living. Others just do it on the side, and I pretty much just sort of do it on the side. I collect coins, but also while I'm going through coins looking for the really rare things, I might as well put aside the things that are worth a few dollars, and yeah, sell them to people or list them on eBay, and people all over Australia who want those coins for their collections can purchase them. So how do you collect them? Sorry, how do you collect them? I'm not sure what you sort of mean by that. You're just searching through coins, and the ones that you want to hold onto, like this one here, you just put it aside. And or do you mean how I store them? Like I've got containers that I store lots of the same sorts of years in. I've got folders that have pockets for each year that you slot the coins into. Yeah, so there's a few different ways. And the banknotes, you've got these little, you can buy these things on eBay, these little wallet type things, that little display case type things. And yeah, you put your banknotes in those ones. What's the rarest? From decimal coins, like these sorts of coins, that is a year 2000 $1 mule coin. I'll show you that. Actually, I've got a picture. I've got a free guide called 6 Valuable Coins You Should Be Looking For, worth up to $5,000, and you can get that for free if you just go to my TikTok bio, and it's the first sort of link in my link tree. But this is one here. This one's a 1966 20-cent coin. So you're looking for this wavy baseline across the bottom of the two. And if you find this between about $250 and $4,000, so most coins look really flat across the bottom of the baseline of the two, but this rare coin has this bump to it. Yeah, $250 to $4,000. I found 2 of those coins over the years. And the $1 mule coin, this one here from the year 2000, it's got a double rim effect. See this side of the coin, the Queen's Head side of the coin, it's got this double rim effect around the coin. Yeah, for about $400 to $4,000, these coins, depending on condition, they can go for as well. So there's some pretty rare decimal coins that you can search for and maybe find if you're lucky. But there you go. All right, let's zoom back in. We'll get back into the 5-cent coins, checking for flamingo error on that one. Is the flamingo on a certain 5-cent coin? Like what year? It's a 2001. The 2001 coins, you're looking for that flamingo error. Yeah. So that's on my 5-cent coin list. So if you wanted the list and it's got a photo of that, what to look for, yeah, it's on that 5-cent coin list. And that's available through the link in my bio. These 2007 coins, some of them have a Queen's Head on this side and the other side. It's really rare, but it's worth checking. This one hasn't got it. It's just got the echidna on that side, but it's all good. Keep on searching. What's the most valuable coin you've found? I've got a 2-cent coin that's worth about $400. Yeah, so it's pretty good going for 2 cents, buying something for 2 cents, and yeah, it's been worth a lot more than that. For EG, something that is less than 10 million minted, is that rare? Yeah, good question. So what generally the case with coins. Anything under 5 million mintage, so that under 5 million made, is considered rare, and between 5 million and 10 million is considered scarce, and then anything above 10 million is sort of a bit more common. So yeah, in the coin collecting sphere, under 5 million is considered scarce. I mean, it's considered rare. All right, a few more rolls here. Let's see what we've got. In the right position. All right. Try and get under the paper here. That's why I use this thing. Sometimes the paper's really flat down on the roll and I struggle to get it off, so I use a little pry tool to get it off. My brother made it for me, so it's pretty cool anyway, so I like using it. Superior Steve too. Hi, how's it going? Do you know anything about other countries' pennies? Not as much about other countries because I live in Australia, so I'm mainly going through Australian coins, but I do love foreign coins. I like searching through coins all over the world once I've got them, but I only get foreign coins if people pass them on to me, if I'm lucky enough at the bank. Sometimes the banks have some foreign coins that people hand in, and the banks can't do too much with them. So if you ask nicely, they might have some and they might hand them over to you. So I'm lucky every now and then that I pick up some foreign coins from the bank. So yeah, I do like searching through them, but I don't know a great deal about foreign coins and prices and things like that, apart from just appreciating them. Do you live in Adelaide? No, I live in Ocean Grove, Victoria. So in Victoria, down sort of near Geelong, below Geelong on the coast. How much is a flamingo coin worth? Between $17 and $50. So some sales between $17 and $35, and then a recent sale had 2 flamingos. Someone sold 2 flamingo coins in the one listing for $99. So that's effectively $50 each for those 2 coins. So yeah, they're pretty valuable. It's pretty handy turning 5 cents into $50. So it's worth finding them. Vic seems to get good rolls, does it? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Which bank do you get your rolls? I mix it up a bit, so I don't just go to the one bank. I tend to go to the same sort of bank because they've got a coin deposit machine, and then I get some coins there. But that same bank branch, or the same bank, it's Westpac, they've got a few different branches around, not too far away from where I am, that have got coin deposit machines and coin rolls. So I do mix it up just so I'm spreading so I'm not depleting all of their coin roll stores or putting too much pressure on their system. So yeah, so I do mix it up a bit. Love your content, mate. Keep up the great work. Sydney here. Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Kind comment. I've got a Voyage of Discovery $5 coin. Oh, sounds cool. Is it worth anything? Yeah, it would be, but I don't know exactly what that would be worth. So what I'd suggest, Josh, is jumping on eBay and just searching that particular coin up on eBay, and then filter your search to sold items. So there's usually, if you're doing it on your eBay app on your phone, there'll be a little blue icon on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Once you've put your search in, there'll be a little filter icon that's in blue. Click on that, and then scroll down to sold items, and then click on sold items, and then it'll pull up a list of all of those coins that have sold and what prices they sold for. And that's probably the best way of sort of working out what something's worth or what someone's willing to pay for a coin. Is it true that 5-cent coins stopped being minted this year? I've got no idea. I'm not too sure about that. So yeah, I couldn't confirm or deny. I don't know. I know in New Zealand they don't use 5-cent coins anymore, but no, I haven't heard anything about them stopping here in Australia just yet. Do you collect UK coins? Only in the sense that if someone's been overseas and they've come back and they've got coins, they might pass them on to me because they know I collect coins. Or if a bank, like a local Australian bank, some people hand their foreign coins into the bank and they can't do a lot with them. So sometimes the banks will just hand them on to me. But yeah, that's the only sort of time I'll sort of really come across UK coins. But I do like coins from overseas. Like I've got this one listed on eBay. It's a 5-pence coin obviously from the UK. So yeah, 2004. Why are there some coins that have a bigger picture of the Queen? Yeah, so that's a good question. So like this one here, this one underneath her head's a lot larger than the one on the top. So what they do is every few years they update the effigy of the Queen. It's called an effigy of the Queen. So it's a bit more in keeping with how she looks. So in 1996 she looked a bit more like this. And then in 2008 she's aged like everyone does, and she looks a little bit more like this. So every so often they update the effigy so to be in line with a bit more relevant to how she sort of appears in real life. So that's why they update. That's a good question though. Yeah. Any Queen defects worth money? There probably would be. There might be little errors, but not that I'm aware of off the top of my head. But yeah, you can get things called CUDs on coins, it stands for coin underdeveloped. Now, the die that strikes the coin, sometimes little bits can break off or can wear down, and it can allow little bits of extra metal to appear on the coin. And that's those CUDs, those little bits of extra metal. And that can happen on the Queen's head side too. Yeah, so you could get some error coins for sure with defects there. Can US quarters have rotated heads? I found, I believe, a 2013 coin that is about 180 degrees rotated. The thing with the American coins is they are orientated a different way. So in Australia, we flip our coins around sideways like that. In America, they flip them over the top. So the head, when you flip it over the top, the head's pointing the way it's supposed to be, like that. So yeah, it's probably, if it's 180 degree rotated, it's probably just a standard American coin. But yeah, the American coins would have rotations, I'm sure, as well. So yeah, but it's worth keeping an eye out for. 20-cent wedding, William and Kate, what are they worth? What are your thoughts? The 20-cent coin, the Royal Wedding, I'll just have a look at my 20-cent coin list. I've got lists through the link in my bio. There's 148 different coins across all the lists, so it's worth, and I've got prices against most of the, I've got prices against the coins on the listing coins. It's a 2011 coin. $1 to $6 are some recent selling prices on those, but the mintage is a bit high, so 10.1 million of those coins were minted, so it's a bit of a high mintage, so it's a bit of a tough sell because there's a lot of them floating around. So in better condition they'll sell, but yeah, so that's pretty much that coin. What 5-cent coins era is worth the most? There's a 1972 5-cent coin that is worth, they're worth between $5 and $80. And I found one just before, actually, this one here, 1972. So lower mintage, 8.3 million of these coins minted. Yeah, and they're pretty much rare, even though, yeah, the definition of rare is pretty much below 5 million, but for 5-cent coins, really hard to find. When did you start coin collecting? About 4 or 4.5 years ago. Apologies for that. Yeah, so not that long in the scheme of things, but yeah, it's been a few years. $2 colour ring, you collect them? Are they worth any more than $2? Yeah, that some of them can be worth a lot of money, those $2 coins with the colour on them. So a 2012 red poppy coloured coin, they're worth, some recent sales prices, $176 to $395 each. It's the first coloured coin that they produced, $2 coloured coin in Australia. So yeah, they can be worth a lot of money, and different prices for the different coloured coins. And I've got a $2 coin list with all of those, or pretty much most of those listed on it. So 31 different $2 coins and their prices, recent selling prices. So I include the recent selling prices on there, so you've got a bit of an idea. So if you're after that list, it's through the link in my TikTok bio below the Aussie flag. There's a little link. I thought that was a 2007. Had to check it, but no. Yeah. All right, we'll keep on going. Have you ever found a red poppy $2 coin in circulation? No, I haven't actually. No, but I haven't. There's quite a while I wasn't searching $2 coins. I was more searching the other denominations. So I haven't really been going as hard on the $2 coin searches as others would have. So yeah, I haven't come across any, but I'm starting to do some more $2 coin searches. So who knows? I might be a bit late to the party. I'm trying to get a a red poppy now. So many people searching for them, and it was only 500,000 minted, so they're probably, a lot of them are accounted for, but people still find them, so yeah, probably can still find them. I remember having a $2 red poppy in 2012, damn it. Yes. Yes, it's always the way, isn't it? Like hindsight, it'd be nice to know some of this information. Like even for me, like anyone, they've probably had thousands of dollars worth of rare coins go through their hands, buying stuff that, yeah, with coins that are worth a lot of money, and they just had no idea. So, yeah, it's true. I have it in a card. Yeah, a carded one, probably worth a little bit more again. So that's good. All right, let's see what we've got. I dropped off twos also because everyone does twos. Yeah. Part of the reason for me, sort of, I did twos fairly early on. A lot of them, I was going through them, and I was holding on to a lot of them, and I was finding because you're holding on to lots of $2 coins, it adds up. So you've got all this money. You sort of set aside a certain amount of money to search through coins, and if you're holding heaps of coins and you've got heaps of coins in your collection, then you've got less money to be searching, and that's why it's good to be able to sell coins onto other collectors, because then you get a bit more money, more funds to continue your searches and get more coins for your searches. So that's why I sort of dropped off the $2 coins, because you tend to be holding lots of money if you've got the $2 coins, but also, to get $100 of $2 coins, that's 2 rolls. And the search lasts about 1 minute. But if you get $100 of 5-cent coins, it's 2,000 coins, and the search lasts a few hours. So you get a lot more coins for your money. So to get enough $2 coins to make a good search of it, you probably need about $1,000 or $500 to $2,000 worth of $2 coins to have a good search of them. Yes, you need to have a fair bit of money sitting aside in a bank to be able to sort of commit to that. Oh, 2015, these can have a missing SD, so I'll check this one for a missing SD. No, this one has got an SD, so below the 5. Gee, try and get the right focus on this. It's struggling a bit there, isn't it? But there's a little SD down here below the 5. Sometimes that's totally missing on the 2015 coins, so they can sell between $3 and $4.70. Oh, 2007, check that. If a coin is of good value but dirty, how do you clean them if you do? The only thing I do is if it's surface dirt, I just use a dry cloth or a slightly damp cloth to try and get that surface dirt off. But I'd probably avoid, if you're looking at selling them, avoid using polishes and cleaning solvents, because you can tell, like coin collectors can tell. I see a listing and I know if someone's polished it up, and it devalues a coin. In collectors' eye, it devalues them. They probably won't be interested in it. They sort of like the coins in their natural state, but a little bit of surface dirt coming off is fine, just with a dry cloth or slightly damp cloth just to get the surface off. But that's pretty much it for me. But if you've got your own coins and you're going to hold them, then you can do whatever you want with your own coins. So yeah, you might want to have a crack at sort of doing those things. But yeah, if you're going to sell them, I'd probably advise against. All right, this coin here, it's about $2 to $4, these coins here. But this is the coin where you can find a really rare one. It's called an alien antennae. I'll show you a picture right here. Whoops, bumpsy. So this is the coin with that error on it. So it's got this alien antennae type effect coming out of the circle. Yeah, this one's listed for $15,000 on eBay. And there's 2 others listed for $12,300 and $10,000. So, but that's the coin you need to search for. This one here that I just found. It's a 2016 coin, 5-cent coin. And yeah, you need to have those 2 extra bits of metal coming out of there. So hopefully one day I'll find one of those. And yeah, it's worthwhile you guys checking too. 2016 5-cent coin. If a coin is going to break, how do you do what? If a coin is going to break, how do you do said was go? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but maybe the autocorrect in spelling might have done you a disservice. And I Can't quite understand what you're trying to ask there. Do you keep and sell coins that are rare and worth a lot? Yeah, yep. I collect coins, but I also sell some coins too. So it's usually the excess of what I need. So if I'll have some in my own collection. If I find one and I'll put it in my collection, if I keep finding that same thing, then I'm more likely to start listing those and putting those extra ones onto eBay to sell onto other collectors, because I don't need a whole bunch in my collection, and coin collectors all over the country would appreciate having at least one of those coins in their collection too. So that's why selling's probably a good thing. All right, here's a few things I've found. I finished that search there, so that's $20 worth of 5-cent coins I've gone through. So this is a changeover coin that I just found a moment ago. So it commemorates 50 years since they changed over from pre-decimal coins to decimal coins. So half pennies and pennies across to 5 cents, 10 cents, and those sorts of things. So this is the design that was on the half penny and penny coin in the later years, the kangaroo, and that's why they've put it on this coin here. So that's pretty cool. About $2 to $4 they can sell for. The 1972 5-cent coin here, so a lower mintage coin, about $5 to $80 each these coins can sell for. So yeah, got a little bit of dirt there. And this is another thing, if you've got a bit of dirt like that and it doesn't come off with a little wipe, you can use a little toothpick like that, just to sort of try and get some of that surface dirt off, because it looks a bit nicer when it doesn't have that there. I'll give it a little wipe with the side of this bag, see if that fully comes off. Yeah, a little bit more of a poke with that little toothpick there would probably get that little bit of dirt off. Just catches your eye a little bit with the dirt on it. So yeah, that's cool. So very happy with that find, very happy. So usually find about 1 out of 2,000 coins, 1 in 2,000. So that's, yeah, they're pretty hard to find, those 72s. And then I've got a pile of 1994s I'm going to check under the digital microscope for large SDs. So on the bottom of the 5, underneath the 5, there's a little SD. Initial stands for Stuart Devlin, the designer of the coin. But there's a particular looking one that's called a large SD, and they can be worth between $3 and $29 each, some recent sales prices. So, but they're pretty hard to find. So I've got a bag full of them. Because I've been searching some 5-cent coins these last few days. So I'll check through under the digital microscope all of these 1994 5-cent coins for those large SDs, and I might be lucky to get 1 or 2 out of this whole bag of 5-cent coins. That sort of shows you how rare they are to sort of find. Cool. Well, I'll have a look at a few more comments, and I might sort of wrap things up and yeah, head on off. Coins like, hi, how are you going? What's your most expensive coin? Probably... I don't know the prices on all of the coins, or my own personal collection coins, because it's so many different sort of coins. But I've got a 2-cent coin's worth about $400. It's got 2 errors on it. It's a low mintage coin, but got 2 errors on it. So that's pretty cool. And I've got another coin that's a 2-pence coin from 1797. That's probably one of my favourite ones. Pretty interesting in a way. Yeah, I've also found someone in the comments sort of, highlight that. I've found 2 wavy baseline 20-cent coins that I sold for $300 each, but yeah, they can be worth up to about $5,000 in perfect condition, so they're worth a lot of money. Yeah, cool. All right then, well, I might sort of wrap things up there. Hope everyone has an awesome day, and if you're searching coins over the next few days, I hope you have a bit of luck and you find some of the rare things. Yeah, hope everyone has a great day. All right, we'll catch you later, everyone. See ya.